Hi guys, it's Wednesday and that means classic rock on Waxing On. And today we're going to look at a band that got its start in the early 60s in England, but probably had its big breakthrough in North America when it performed at Woodstock. And we're talking about The Who. And The Who consisted of four players, Keith Moon, John Entwistle, Roger Daltrey, and of course Pete Townsend. And the album I'm just showing you right now is 20th Century Masters collection. We looked at one of their collections earlier with Big Bad Voodoo Daddy. And it's a great place to start if you're discovering a new band because they do a great job of giving a nice cross-section of music from the performers. And on this album, give you some idea what they're playing, My Generation, Pinball Wizard, Who Are You, Happy Jack, Squeeze Box, Joined Together, I Can See for Miles, Blue Eyes, Won't Get Fooled Again, and Magic Bus. Everyone a classic. And you may have recognized the one in there, Who Are You? We mentioned on last Friday with the Bare Naked Ladies how they got wide exposure when they ended up with a theme song gig. Well, Who Are You? One of the CSIs were using that as their theme song for their seasons. So again, even though you may not have heard The Who, you've actually heard them at some point. We just don't always recognize who the bands are. So that was a great one to start out with, the 20th Century Masters collection. Now, in 1969, The Who put together the first one of their rock operas. And it was majorly written by Pete Townsend and became a huge hit. And that was the rock opera Tommy. Now, it went on to become a stage play, a Broadway play. The music from that was what they performed when they were at Woodstock. They were doing this North American tour and kind of promoting the album and performing this during their live concerts in North America. Excellent album. Maybe not all hits, but it tells a good story. The idea of the rock opera was something new, and these guys were in the forefront. Secondly, in 1973, they'd had another album in between this one. We did Who's Next. 1973 came up with another rock opera, Quadrophenia. And this one was totally written by Pete Townsend. Two of these albums really stand out as a real experiment, a real step out for a band to be not just providing hits and doing, the usual album thing, but to be doing a concept album and doing the rock operas. To me, it's a two-for package. We got Tommy, we got Quadrophenia. It's some excellent music in there that sometimes gets lost. I mean, obviously with Tommy, we had hits like Pinball Wizard, See Me, Feel Me, Won't Get Fooled Again, things like that. But to put the two of them together really gives a nice idea of what these bands can do and the talent of Pete Townsend. So that's it for today for Classic Rock. Check out The Who, whether it's their classic hits or whether it's the two rock operas they trailblazed their way through back in the late 60s, early 70s, setting the tone for music in those days. Anyways, thanks a lot for stopping by. We'll see you on Friday when we will be looking at some more alternative music. Everybody have a great week. We'll talk to you then.